welcome to the History Department. I'm Mr. Benny Watson, Head of History here at Reading School. And as history is such an exciting thing with lots of exciting activities going on, let's go and see what my good friend Mr. Curl is up to through here in H2. Through you come, through you come.
So, we've been looking at we've looked at Pearl Harbor, and now we're up to the retaliation, pretty much, of the Americans. And this is the dropping of the atomic bomb. Now, it is going to be a little bit random, but the atomic bomb is very, very different from other bombs. Normal bombs, they drop and they tend to destroy one or two buildings in a bit of a cluster. The atomic bomb, however, did something a little bit differently. Stay still, James. This is where we check to see my aim is actually okay. Not gonna lie, could have been better. But then that's the thing with atomic bombs, guys, because the wind is going to make a difference and everything like that. But the thing with this bomb is, as you can see, that splash damage is relevant, because that is actually what happened with the atomic bomb. It's not just one or two little buildings were destroyed.
That's amazing, thank you so much. Let's go and see what Mr. Whitehorn's up to. Now, history is one of the most popular subjects here at Reading School, and of the bulk subjects, there's a strong case to be made that our results over a sustained period are the best out of the optional subjects. 96% of students last year got A star to A. 66.2% got A star. In 2 of our modules, over 70% actually got full marks. Amazing. But let's see what Mr. Whitehorn's doing.
Alright, so today we're going to be debating collectivisation or the 5-year plans. Which one was more important to Stalin's economic aims? Okay, Beck, collectivisation, let's go.
Collectivisation was probably the best thing ever to happen to modern Russia during her period of revolution. It brought communities together and encouraged the kulaks to finesse their talents for a certain type of farming in a kolkhoz.
Brilliant, thank you. Alright, John, Himesh, let's go. 5-year plans.
5-year plans were one of the best things to happen to Russia under Stalin's reign. They organised the country, they set the people together, united, they moved forward, second place in terms of industrial power in the world.
Excellent, nice. Ruben, counterpoint.
The communist ideology of Russia was compromised by the 5-year plans. Foremen, supervisors, technicians and managers were paid significantly more than the normal workers, and could buy the luxury items that were in short supply for everyone else.
Nice, good stuff. Ruben, Jonathan, finish him off.
Overall, whereas the collectivisation of the Soviet Union caused many people to die, peasants revolted, and the government stole the hard-working people's food, it was the 5-year plans that boosted Russia into the future, with huge steel mills, huge dams, and huge industries. So it wasn't the slow communist revolution of the collectivisation, but the spectacularness of the 5-year plans. Thank you.
One, two, three, four.
Watch the birth of a nation inside the White House. KKK passion started to be aroused. Jim Crow laws and lynching parties, Dubois and ACP. As WASP packed police and the juries. In 1930s depression, some were struggling for the next meal. Not all helped by FDR's New Deal. 100-gun jobs, but still lynching stops. Projects to clear the slums, but millions still at home.
I'm Tom, I'm in year 13, and I'm just going to tell you a couple of reasons why I chose to do history at A-level. So I think, ultimately, the best way I can put it is, the stuff that you study in history really matters. Like, it really matters to the modern world.
ability to critically analyse information, to talk and argue with other people, to strengthen your own views and be able to understand other people's is a great way of being able to see the world more clearly and to understand it better.
The ability to be able to make and formulate and defend your own opinion and your own arguments is a really useful skill to develop across not only all of your subjects but also for real life, while at the same time in history you're learning how to respond to other people's arguments, how to take others' views on board, and also to think, as Thomas alluded to earlier, more critically about your own beliefs. What happened in the past, why it happened, what people got up to, and why it matters today are incredibly interesting. And if you are interested at all in those, then doing GCSE History will allow you to study that in a lot more depth.
Hi there, my name's Matthew and I'm studying medicine at the University of Oxford. Back when I was picking my GCSEs, I had no idea what I wanted to do. I think I picked history because I was interested in the topics that were being taught, but for whatever reason I ended up taking it through to A-level and I loved every single minute of it. For the same reason that it's come in so handy for me at university. History meshes so well with medicine and with science in general because it teaches you how to research things independently, how to bring together many sources and analyse them to reach your own conclusions. The ability to question and critique that history develops is incredibly important, especially at university when you're exposed to all of the things that we humans don't know or just aren't sure about. Studying history taught me to weigh things up and to defend my point of view, be that verbally or in an essay. The skills are the same, regardless of whether the subject is Henry VIII or stem cell therapy.
History is just a really enjoyable subject. Obviously, some of the things we've studied are some of the most iconic moments in the world's history. We studied the Russian Revolution, Nazi Germany, US 20th century foreign policy, the Civil Rights Movement, all things which are relevant really to life today, as I think we can clearly see, especially now. I think the teaching in history is great. There's a lot of support that is offered to you, whether you need it or not, but it's always there. People are really helpful in the department. They get some of the highest grades. It's just a really enjoyable subject that you can do well in and enjoy at the same time. So, yeah.
Oh, history, I just love it because it's so fascinating, all the stories, all the people you learn about. And I think what sets it apart from other subjects is you're learning about real people, you're learning about the world and the world that you're living in, how it's formed, how it's come to what it is today, and I just think that's great. I love doing that, I love learning about it.
I love history because of how unpredictable the lessons are. You come into the lesson, you don't know what's going to happen. Is it a lesson outside sometimes? Is it sort of just a massive debate the entire lesson? Or it can also be just bookwork, but even that's quite fun sometimes. So it's just the varying amount of work you do.
Well, I personally think that history is a great topic because it helps you formulate arguments that can be taken outside of the subject itself. It can be used in English, it can help your structure in a real conversation, and I think that really helps, and it's really relevant.
Okay, gents, so up first we will have Stalin.
Stalin on a beat. I was born into poverty in 1879, beaten by my father, but I'm doing just fine. Exiled to Siberia in 1902, but I came back to join the Lenin crew. After countless revolutions, civil war began, and in came many countries, including Japan. The Bolsheviks won without much opposition. The whites were really their only competition. Soon after we formed the USSR, and we did all this without a czar. But Lenin passed away after a couple of years, so it all came down to his closest peers. There were 5 of us, but don't even lie, we all know Stalin was the greatest guy.
Good evening and welcome to 3 o'clock news with Elliot Counter and your historical news team. Tonight's main report focuses on the Lincolnshire Uprising, and it begins in Louth in Lincolnshire in October 1536, and to my left actually we have a live reenactment of the events going on at the time, and we hope that will be a great visual aid to this report. I'm going to hand over to the reporter in the field, Jackson Keeper.
Good evening, Elliot.
Good evening. So what caused the uprising?
Well, it started out due to the threat of their local monastery being closed, and they seem to like the monastery as it has a 300-foot spire which was built in 1515, which the locals seem to love for some reason.
On the bombs in World War II, the Jim Crow army started off segregated. Not until the Battle of the Bulge were units integrated. Back at home, the double V with 2 million in the factories. 450K joining NXCP. America, 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 America. They broke the rules and went to school to make America more equal. And now Barack Obama rules. The first battleground for civil rights came in education. Linda Brown defeated Topeka was a legal sensation. Stone and Block, the 90 Little Rock took 4%. Arkansas, and the whole world's media saw. Meanwhile in Montgomery, Rosa Parks did not stand. A year-long boycott arranged MLK introduced to the land. Freedom rides of 61 malls burning for their racist fun. The issue of transport had not been one to sit down, protest, show peaceful methods, inspire